Triple M, it's Robbie and Carly. Now, we've got someone who's becoming a show regular. We've spoken to Awhina. I think this is the third or fourth time now. So from Married at First Sight, let's welcome her into the studio this time around. Hello.
Hi, Robbie. How you doing? And Carly.
Hello.
Hey.
It's so nice to see you face to face because you are a WA girl, so it is nice to actually get some FaceTime with you.
I am a WA girl. And you know what? I love seeing people in person because I thought you were tall and like on camera.
Oh, you're hitting a very sore spot here.
I'm actually taller than what a lot of people think. I think they like to
She
see
believes.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're not short girls.
We are short.
Okay, well.
This is
Don't
great.
oversell yourself. We're short.
It's already controversial.
Please tell
straight
me you
off the
haven't
bat.
forgotten to hit record here, Carly.
Robbie wants this on the record.
I do.
I think I do have a slight bit of height dysmorphia. I'm not going to lie.
You do. If you think you're a tall girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Wow.
Because do you know what happened to Fina? You can see it behind me. People listening at home can't, obviously. But there's a pull-up banner of me and Carly together, and she actually threatened the promo people to make her almost as tall as me.
I
No,
believe
thought
it.
that
Yeah.
was
I
to
believe
Look at
it.
that.
I feel like it was definitely edited there.
Yeah.
Unless Robbie is quite short. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I could be.
Maybe you've got height dysmorphia as well.
Well, I could, but the proof would be in the pudding, Fina, and I think I've got a good, I don't know, I've probably got a meter on Carly, I reckon. She's
Wow,
actually that
okay.
short.
I think everyone does at this point.
Hey, oh my God, why is the heat on me? We need to put it back on Adrian.
Yeah.
Look, guys, deflect. I've learnt from my husband.
Hey, well, let's talk about the husband. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is so loaded, Awhina. And it was actually, I'm not going to lie, a little hard to watch as a female. You kind of be put in that situation on national TV. Let's get into Adrian and his very poor behaviour. And let's just go back to the beginning of him leaving for the promo. Was there more to that than what we saw on camera? Because if it was what we saw on camera, it made zero sense for him to be so offended.
So, from what you guys have seen, that's pretty much how it played out. But I think what the only context really missing is, yes, he was disincluded from a promo shoot, but in Adrian's defense, not that he deserves it, I know he was feeling really left out. He was feeling quite vulnerable. He did feel like he was a victim. A lot of people weren't included, but around the time publicity was happening, there was some background stuff that had come to light with Channel 9. And I think he thought this was repercussions to that. So he really fell into that victim mentality. I knew Adrian would be upset being not included. I just think the way he handled it was wrong. I think everyone can agree so far I've really shown up for my partner. I'm quite supportive. I'm quite empathetic. So had he approached it differently and said, I'm feeling hurt, I'm feeling left out, like have some vulnerability, I would have supported him. I didn't give a shit about a promo. I even told them if Adrian can't be in it, like I don't really want to be in it. Like I don't care about a 5-second clip. I'm here for my partner. But he handled it wrong.
Oh, yeah,
Very wrong.
understatement.
Because when I watch along at home, right, I sort of write notes on my iPhone. So that's what I do. Like, so they're in the drafts of my email. So this, in my words, this is how it played off. Adrian Efdofsky over a 30-second promo. Went to dinner with Sierra. Billy was pissed off too. It was a pretty piss-poor apology. And then Adrian rocked up to the dinner party very unpopular. That was my summary of the night. Does that play out about right?
So I actually haven't watched that episode.
Oh, no.
But I
you
lived
lived it, I suppose.
I lived it. I know how that played out. So pretty much how you summarized it, yes. But Billy and I think we were so upset because we were actually blindsided. You know, I'd spent a whole day with Sierra.
Yes.
A whole day. Like
Yeah.
this wasn't an hour or two. I'd spent all of Sunday with her. Now Monday night's a dinner party. I spent all of Sunday being an ear for her to like kind of cry on. She was saying she was having a difficult time at publicity in the experiment. And I thought, well, I'm going through a difficult time too. Why don't we spend the day together? We went for a walk. We got breakfast. We grabbed like dinner. We had a few drinks. I'd spent from like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. with Sierra. And for me, I felt like she'd lied to me all day.
That's weird.
Right?
Yeah.
You spent the night before with my husband.
That's a key
Yeah.
piece of info, just quietly.
The one thing I wanted to ask you, honestly, and you are completely valid in your feelings. What you highlighted there alone is completely valid enough to be upset. But do you genuinely think that there was something suspect going on between the two of them? Because they keep playing it off like there was nothing. Do you think something physical or emotional cheating was going on? I mean, the fact they're doing it behind your back is enough to be upset. But realistically, do you think there was more to it?
It's hard for me because during the experiment, I didn't believe anything physical had happened. You know, seeing these clips and reading comments, it's hard to, I'm questioning my judgment at the time. I will say one thing. There was 100% an emotional connection there with Sierra to Adrian. And it was very evident from week one. I'd actually opened up to Sierra week one and I'd said to her, I was thinking about leaving the experiment. I don't think Adrian and I are compatible. I've had a rough week. This was after confessions week, before commitment ceremony.
Right.
And not only did she not validate how I was feeling, she pretty much chewed me up and spat me out and said, like, Adrian's here trying and you're robbing him of his opportunity. Like, I was made to feel like a villain.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
That's
surprising.
interesting.
So that was really hard, rewatching like that first week when I was seeing those clips pop up. I was going, actually, Awhina, you were totally valid and feeling like that. You were showing up and it wasn't being met. But I really did let that external noise kind of hit me.
Yeah, fair enough. And it must be frustrating for you as well. As you say, you've been showing up all the time, but I feel like you've just copped a lot of crap in a way. Like, you're always having to fight for the next thing with Adrian and everything. Does it get a bit exhausting by the end of it?
It was exhausting because it was almost like a roller coaster. Like we did have really great moments, but they were always followed up with these extremely low moments.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was constantly on defense. Like, if something didn't go the way he would expect it to go, the easiest route would be to attack me, put me down, vilify me. And it's like, you don't need to do that. Like, if I'm saying I'm feeling hurt for a certain way, like, you could just validate my feelings and you're not a bad person for making your partner feel hurt. What makes you a bad person is when you completely disregard those feelings and you kind of shut them down and you deflect onto them. That's what's making you a bad person. So, yeah, it is a roller coaster.
There was a lot of dismissive and a little problematic behaviour from him last night. And since that's kind of gone to air, I don't know if you've been following much online. I can understand if you're tuning out of it all. But he's kind of gotten himself into some real arguments with some pretty big females online, like Abby Chatfield, who are really...
Oh, no, he hasn't.
Yes.
No,
He has
Adrian, what are you
posted.
doing?
And one of his exes has come out and kind of called him out.
no.
And we are seeing like a lot of his very problematic behaviour and some real bad patterns come to light. Have you had a chance to see all of this? And you've lived a lot of his behaviours. Are you shocked by what's coming to light?
Social media, I am across. I am seeing it because, we're not meant to have Instagram, but I have a fake one.
The burner account. I love this.
I've got a burner account.
Sorry, Bailey, over there, the Channel 9 rep.
And the entire algorithm is maths. So I'm seeing it and he is popping up and popping up and popping up.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I actually called him the other day and I said, Adrian, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing
Bless
right
you.
now?
You're still
Yeah.
trying with this man.
I said, all you're doing right now is showing the world exactly what they already think of you.
Yeah.
Like, why are you going and attacking? People are entitled to their opinion. Look at what they're watching. But by posting the content you're posting, you're essentially saying, yes, I am that person.
Yeah. He's not doing himself any favours.
He's not doing himself any favors. You know what? You know what I would love to see? Adrian. I would love to see you post something and just be like, hey, I'm watching back and hindsight's a beautiful thing. Maybe I didn't show up for Awhina the way I thought I was. Maybe my behavior was problematic.
Get that? Or do you think we're probably seeing a true reflection of who he is?
I think you're seeing someone who feels hurt right now.
Yeah.
And so his fight style is to hurt back. So he's a difficult one, that man.
I'm just throwing it out there. You could actually be one of the experts if any of them quit. You seem to have a lot of relationship advice. Like
Oh,
actual
God.
good advice.
Oh, no.
No.
I also wanted to ask your opinion on one of the other things that have come to light about him. The fact that he made his own fan account.
Oh, my God.
What do you think about
I missed
that?
this too. This is great.
Right. I already knew about this account.
How?
So he had sent me a TikTok video on Instagram, and when I clicked onto it, the link was back to that fan account.
Someone teach this man how to use the internet.
And you know what? I didn't think anything of it. I was like, of course you did that, Adrian. That's all I thought. I was like, of course. But
That is amazing.
That's
it
so
was
good.
just in line with him. You know, that man loves himself.
Did you actually confront him about it like his ex did, or did you?
When he sent it, oh no, I did. I actually think I said you may, and I think he was like, well, may as well, our videos are popping off. May as well join the ride. I'm like, of course.
So do you think he was there for genuine reasons? Because he didn't treat you the best or give you a fair chance. And he seems since then to be loving all the online attention he's getting from the show, whether it's good or bad. He's relishing in it.
He's
creating
definitely relishing in it.
Yeah. So do you think he was there being genuine?
If I'm being very honest, when I met Adrian and we'd had, like, when we're getting to know each other in those first few weeks, I knew he was online. I knew he had a business partner on Instagram where they filmed content weekly. I knew they had a vision and a direction. But a few other applicants in the experiment had those same platforms and they had a direction too. But I was like, you can come on for the exposure, but as long as you're open to love, then that's okay too.
Yeah.
I was there because I genuinely believed they were going to give me my life partner. They really sold it to me. Didn't you, Channel 9?
Well, you are a WA girl and you're back in WA, so maybe Robbie and I can help you out. Robbie,
I
go
like
through your contacts
this.
list.
Oh.
Guys, who knows? I could still be married.
Hey, maybe it might turn out. Maybe it might.
I mean, look, maybe I rub off on him a little bit.
Yeah. You never know. You never know. Actually,
I think you need a full lobotomy at this point.
Can I ask as well? I'm just really interested about this. So when you did the ceremony at the very start, right? You're obviously a twin. You've got a sister. Adrian's a twin. He had sisters who were twins, or was that you had
No,
sisters?
his sisters are identical twins also.
Which I thought was crazy, like all the twin action here. But you dating a twin, would it be weird, like if your sister dated his brother as well? Like, could twin sisters date twin brothers and it'd be?
I mean,
okay.
they could, but Cleo and I are very different types.
Yeah.
Clearly I love the colour red and she loves the colour green. No kidding. That was a joke. No, we've never really gone for the same person, which is really great because we're twin sisters. We're a bit weird.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you could, but we just haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair enough. I
enough.
just thought it was an interesting thing, given
I
you were
keep
both
forgetting
twins.
he's a twin. I'm like,
Yeah.
one Adrian's enough in
One's
the
enough.
world.
I knew I was going to get a twin. I knew. Like,
Really?
when I was going through the process, originally I didn't think so, but they really were pushing this twin angle. And,
Right.
like, I've got a beautiful relationship with my twin sister, but, they were really wanting us to get ready together. And I said to Claire, you know what? They're pushing the twin angle because my husband's going to be a twin.
And you knew. And you knew.
Yeah,
Oh.
I knew. And I even joked where I said, you know what? If the guy at the end of the line is a twin and he's from a different state, they're doing something to me and I don't know what.
Oh, well, we've loved watching you on Maths. We can't wait to watch you continue your journey. Hopefully you were treated a little better in this experiment because we are loving watching you on screen because you are just an amazing person. And even though you're not being treated the best, that's shining through at the moment on screen. So thank you so much for joining us.
No, thanks for having me, guys. And I can't wait to try one of these.
Hey, salty plums.